Cattle. Central limit theorem. Hereford cattle are one of the most popular breeds of cattle. Based on data from the Hereford Cattle Society, the mean weight of a 1-year-old Hereford bull is 1135 pounds, with a standard deviation of 97 pounds. Would it be unusual for the mean weight of 100 head of cattle to be less than 1100 pounds? The question is asking us to find the probability of the mean of the sample of size n equals 100. Since the question is about the mean of a sample, we will use the sampling distribution. And to use the sampling distribution, which is approximately normal, we need to check the requirement for normality. One thing we can check is that does the distribution start out as normal and there's no indication in the problem. We can check the other condition is that is the size greater than 30. The sample size in this case is 100, so it is greater than 30. Yes, we can use normality. Once we check the condition, we need to find the mean and the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. The mean of the sampling distribution is the same as the old mean. From the record or the data from the Hereford Cattle Society, we assume that this is from the population where the mean mu is 1135 and the standard deviation sigma equals 97. And so the mean of the sampling distribution is the same as the old mean or the mean of the population, which is 1135 pounds. The standard deviation of the sampling distribution is the standard deviation of the population divided by the square root of n. This is 97 divided by the square root of 100, but square root of 100 is 10, so this is 9.7. Now we have the mean and the standard deviation for the sampling distribution of the sample mean. We draw the normal curve because this condition guarantees that the distribution will be approximately normal. We label the mean 1135 and the standard deviation of 9.7. Now back to the question asking us to find whether the mean less than 1100 is usual. 1100 is the value that is on the left hand side of the mean 1135. So we would label this as 1100 and this value is the sample mean in the question. It is less than, so we shade everything on the left hand side of this value 1100 and we're looking for this probability. Using technology, we simply input the mean is 1135, input the standard deviation of the sampling distribution, that is 9.7, not 97 but 9.7. Writing the probability in symbolic form, P of the mean x bar less than 1100. In this case, it is a continuous distribution, so it doesn't matter whether we use less than or equal. The answer is the same. And if we input everything, we should get 0.00015. And that is the probability that the mean weight of 100 head of cattle to be less than 1100 pounds. And how does that help us answer the question whether this is usual or unusual? Since the probability is less than the standard threshold of 0.05, we say that this is unusual. Now, yes, the answer is simply a yes or no question in this case, but we need to show all this work to support the answer.